Welcome to the Daily Jerry Anderson podcast. Is that on? Is it? Okay. Welcome to the Daily Jerry Anderson podcast, which begins today with a buried grievance. There is something upstairs which has come back to haunt the presenter. Something wicked this way comes. I nearly went up to him upstairs. Jason Donovan's upstairs.
Oh, I know. Tell me about it.
You had to hold me back.
I know.
I know. I said,
I think it's time.
No, I said, this is not the time or place.
It's not the time, but we have to even the score.
This has lived with me for a long, long time. It's nearly 20 years, Sean.
20 years. That's right.
The way we were treated.
Mm-hmm. Shamefully.
I think we should tell the listeners.
Oh, shamefully.
The young fellas upstairs.
The lads who went to Australia shackled were treated better.
The deportees.
Yes.
The palms. The prisoners of Her Majesty's government
treated
were treated better, even though they were racked by pain and sun and labour.
Yes.
At least they weren't humiliated the way we were. Let me just explain to the listeners. And that young fellow up there, now, he had nothing to do with it, but
he knows nothing. He's an innocent party.
It was all when he came in. It was all I could do to keep away from him.
Yeah, I know.
And do you know the wonderful thing about this?
I rugby tackled you, pulled you to the ground. I says, no,
I was heading towards him.
It's not worth it.
But you know the wonderful thing about that? Jason Donovan is in this studio today. He's upstairs doing something else, and it would never occur to us to ask him to come on the program.
Well, believe it or not, I thought about it yesterday. I thought, why not bring him on this morning and get him to and tell him, confront him.
I couldn't.
No, you couldn't. That's right.
I don't trust myself with him.
I thought about it
because even though it's not his fault,
no.
It just every time I see him, it reminds me of. Let me tell the listeners what happened. Well, do you remember a long time ago when Neighbours was important? Kylie, Jason. They were in the programme. Everybody watched with bated breath. It was a huge, big programme. Well, we found ourselves, myself and you, and indeed the Undertones in the other room. We all went to Australia, and we went to Melbourne. And we said, wouldn't it be great if we talked to Jason and maybe Kylie and maybe Madge? Anybody like that? And wouldn't it be great to visit them on the set? So we made all the phone calls, didn't we?
We made phone calls.
And everything was settled. And the first thing that happened was we went down, you see, there are two different parts of Ramsay Street. There's the outdoor things, and then there's the indoor things. Now, the outdoor things are filmed in a little square, which is in a place called Toorak.
Is it?
Yeah, I think, in an area called Toorak.
Didn't know that.
There's a kind of a crescent there.
Yeah.
And what the Neighbours people do, they ask the people to leave their houses for like 6 months a year. They give them loads of money so they can film all the things. Even them coming out of the house, going in again, coming out, standing beside the lemon trees. Remember I took a lemon off one of the trees?
That's right.
I kept it. Still have it today. Yeah. 20 years old. You ever seen a 20-year-old lemon? Looks kind of like me. Anyway, so we went up there and we were hunted. We were told to go away.
We went to the studio first.
No. But you see, the point is, even on the outside in the Crescent, where it was like public property, we were hunted there.
Yeah, but that was after.
I know, but that was pouring humiliation on the humiliation. But I'm putting that first just to tell the people the enormity of the crime, the enormity of the snub. They even chased us away from the place that was public property.
That's right.
Right. But then, before that, we went to the studio. We knocked on the door and we went, hello, I'm so-and-so, I'm an Undertone, you're a Coil, and I'm the Thing, and we're from BBC Northern Ireland, and you're expecting, they said, who do you think you are coming?
No. We said to the receptionist, we told the receptionist who we were, and said, look, we've made 1 or 2 phone calls.
This is in the studio where the people were filmed?
In the studio, at the reception, like a TV studio.
Were they filming Neighbours?
Yes, and we told them who we were, and we introduced the Undertone, said, you know who he is? You know, and said,
he went,
yeah.
I got a cousin called Kevin.
He did a turn.
Did them all, yeah.
That's right. And
he did 3 or 4 numbers.
He did indeed.
And then they said, yeah.
And then she said, well, look, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get someone from one of the producers to take him down and talk to you.
Absolutely
and
right.
the door opened and out comes this little bunchy guy. Angry guy. And he says, yeah.
I'm him. Oh, hello, pleased to meet you. My name is Gerald Michael Anderson. I'm from the BBC. I know you no harm. This is my assistant, Sean Coyle. This is our producer, Michael Bradley. Teenage Geeks are hard to beat.
Yeah.
And we've come along. We rang you before, and we hopefully perhaps talk to some of your people and neighbours. And thank you very much for your cooperation.
And then you said we'd hope to do, if possible, 1 or 2 interviews.
Yeah.
And he says, you've come over here. He says, you've just walked in.
I never forget it.
Off the street. And
you no, we rang.
Yeah, but he said, you just walked in off the street.
Yeah, but I'm being me, and you're being the guy.
Sorry. I said, you just walked in off the street.
Oh, no, we rang.
Oh, you rang?
Yeah.
You rang?
You rang.
Who did you talk to?
Oh, Michael, do you not know? Yeah, we rang. We've got a name here.
Yeah.
We don't have it with us. The moment we were told to come over, it's okay.
So let me get this. Let me get this straight. So you want to interview? Would you like to talk to Kylie?
Well, that would be nice. Yeah.
Would you like to talk to Jason?
That would be lovely, yeah, if they wouldn't mind. It would be nice, only for a minute or two.
And
know.
you have no appointment?
Well, we have. Yeah, we're told to come over and you look after
Who
us.
told you?
I don't know, somebody who in your office. I mean, we assumed that they would have some
Do you
authority.
realise what we're doing here? We're trying to televise, a program, and you're keeping me back. Get out out of here. And he used a word. I said,
I'll never forget it as long as I live.
Get out of here, he says. Get out of here.
I know.
And the undertone lifted his bass guitar. He said, I can do another number, you know.
Yeah,
but
he said, Mars bars.
yeah, and he says, or Wednesday week. What about Wednesday week? And
He said, no, come back. No, you're not coming back. He said, no, we'll come back Wednesday week. And he went, Wednesday week, and it didn't make any difference. I will never forget that. But I've never been treated like that by
And we
anyone.
stood outside the door. He said, get out. He threw it. They
Get out,
chucked
David.
us, put us out, using words, bad words, naughty words. Out, get out, get out, get out.
Get out to F, he said.
So then he says, I know what we'll do. We'll go down to Ramsey Street, he said. So we got a car, a taxi, and went down to Ramsey Street. And we're walking up and down Ramsey Street. And I'm doing Daniel O'Donnell pretending to live in Ramsey Street, and he's interviewing me.
Yeah.
And these guys shout, get off my set. Yeah. You guys, get off our set.
I never felt this insignificant.
And he said, hold on till I get this keepsake. And he took a lemon off a tree.
I'm surprised I
And they
wasn't charged
chucked
for it.
They chucked us out of Ramsey Street as well, as he said, a public thoroughfare.
I never watched Neighbours
And
again.
Jason Donovan standing upstairs being interviewed.
And it's
I close my eyes, drew back the curtain.
Yeah, drew back my fist.
Yeah.
Drew back my fist, more like it.
You know what I mean?
But it's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
But it's making me angry knowing that he knows the man who told us to,
yeah.
He probably knew.
But we've made him welcome here.
Yes, indeed.
He's
We've
more than
opened the
welcome
door
in
for
Radio
him.
5.
And why shouldn't we? Because he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
And he's probably annoyed that we haven't asked him to be on this programme. Maybe relieved, perhaps a better thing. Anyway. The Rose of Tralee competition raises its ugly head. A Derry Rose is being sought. The presenter has some experience in this area, having leached at the Tralee Roses in their lair a number of years ago. The locals talk of it still. What about Nadine? She could be the Derry Rose. Could Jerry and Sean? Well, here's a good idea. I'll be Ray Darcy. Here we are.
How you doing, Ray?
That's Daniel.
That's what it is.
Pull yourself together. Here we are.
What am I? Well,
No, well, may you laugh, Emma.
aye.
He doesn't
I'm
know
sorry.
who he is.
I don't know who I am.
You're Nadine Coyle. Here we are.
Ask me a question.
I'm not saying here we are.
How are you?
How are
All
you?
right, then. I'm fine, thanks.
You're a big girl.
What do you mean tall? Like, what do you mean big?
You're a big girl, Neil, I have to say. Congratulations getting so far. Have you any hobbies?
Well, I do. As a matter of fact, I like to paint.
2 coats or 1?
Just the one.
Do you scumble?
No, but me daddy scumbles.
I believe you're very talented. I believe you're with that group Girls on Leeward. Very bad Dublin accent. I'm doing the best I
I
can.
know you are. I know. I cough. Nadine has to cough.
Oh, you're not well. I shouldn't be
No, it's
asking
all
you
right,
to do
no.
this. What's your particular hobby?
Well, besides painting, like, I like horse riding and I like swimming and I love
Breaststroke?
and
No thanks.
I like opening supermarkets.
Supermarkets. Supermarkets. Great. Do you open many of those?
Well, whenever you get the opportunity, like, it's nice to open a supermarket. Like, my daddy's told me, always open things if they come to ask you, never refuse.
Yeah, because if you close them, they don't like you.
Oh, that's right.
You're a
God, this is wild exciting being selected for the Derry Rose. Like, I don't know what I've got, but everybody said to me, all my friends and all the people that associated with me, they says, God, Nadine, you'd be great as a Derry Rose, and I just don't know what it is that I have.
Well, you're a foot taller than me for a start.
God, you're a lovely wee man.
Never
You're as
mind that.
cuddly.
Are you going to do a turn for us?
God, I don't think so.
Have you any particular talent except singing?
Well, I like playing the piano and I like playing football.
Inside right? Oh, stop it. Stop it. Good morning, Marathon Man. No, there's too much scope for danger here. The ultimate horror for the presenter is the gradually dawning realisation that a long-winded caller is actually in the middle of telling a very long joke. Sweat breaks on his brow when he realises he will be obliged to laugh at the conclusion of this joke. The art is to know when the joke is finished.
Good morning, is that Lord Donaldson of the Airwaves?
Indeed. Is that very loud there? Or
Yes,
is that my
it was
imagination?
extremely loud.
Okay. Hello?
Hello, is that Lord Donaldson of the Airwaves?
It is indeed Lord Anderson, the Airwaves reporting. What can we do
Well,
for you today?
Well, I was walking past an apartment block,
Yes?
and something hit my shoulder, and I put my hand on my shoulder, and it was a glass eye. And I looked up at the apartments, and I couldn't see anybody. Looking out, and I went in, and the guy in reception, I says, look, just walking past the apartment there, and a glass eye fell on my shoulder.
Uh-huh.
He says, well, go. I know who owns that. He says, go to floor 10 and up flat 5.
Uh-huh.
And I went up in the lift and went to floor 10 and they're up door 5. And a wee woman come out. I said, excuse me, love, I was walking past the apartment block there, and a glass eye hit me in the shoulder. She says, that's my glass eye. Would you like to come in for a cup of tea? I says, I'd love a cup of tea.
I'm worried about this.
And she says, sit down there. And she was out making the tea at the back. She says to me, would you like a wee scone? I says, I'd love a wee scone. She says to me, would you like a wee bit of jam on that scone? I says, I'd love a wee bit of jam on that scone. I says, love, you seem very friendly. She says, well, you've just caught me eye.
Thank you.
All right, Lord Allison.
Thank you. Bye. You know, I never know what to do.
No.
I never know what to do. No. You know, I nearly laughed there, but, you know, I knew it was
I laughed the other day. There's a wee joke in the paper.
Was there?
I
Tell me it later.
I laughed at it.
I look forward to it.
I had a wee giggle.
Thanks. Some of our callers are at the end of their tether. Sometimes it takes little for them to crack. Even a small, inoffensive, innocuous word is often enough to push them over the brink to oblivion.
The little word "we" spelled W-E-E.
Yes.
I wonder, could we ban it from Belfast language?
No, it can't be done. It's an essential part of the grammar. Do you want a wee bag there? There's your wee change.
A wee bag.
You see, that's... No, you see, no, do you know the function of we?
A wee bit of sugar and a wee bit of bread and a wee bit of butter on it.
No, the function of we's got a very special function in the Northern Ireland argot. The function is that you don't take everything seriously, and it's a sympathetic thing. For instance, if I say to you, do you want a bag? It's like that. I mean, if you buy sweets, do you want a bag? I sound kind of arrogant and thrusting, but if I say, do you want a wee bag? It means that I'm tender and caring. And if you say, let me help you with that wee thing there. If I say, here, let's suppose you've got a case, right, and you're carrying it, and you're having trouble. And I go and say, can I help you with that case? It sounds threatening, doesn't it? But you see, if I say, can I help you with that wee case? It's better. It's warmer, softer. That's because we're warm, soft people.
You wouldn't say, can I help you with that wee case?
Yeah, because you're minimising the heaviness.
No, you wouldn't say, I help you with that wee case. You would say, can I give you a wee hand?
All right, then. Supposing you're a wee dog, right? And you're kicking it, right?
God forgive you.
And I said, can I help you with kicking that wee dog?
That's terrible.
You know what I mean?
You don't know.
Well, you see.
Can I give you a wee hand there, love? Or mister? Can I give you a wee hand there? Yeah. You all right there?
See, if I say, can I give you a hand there? It sounds, threatening. Not threatening, but intrusive. So you say, can I give you a wee hand? A wee hand? No, don't want to intrude. That's what it is. It's a softness. And you want to banish softness?
You know what I mean? People ask you, do you want a wee lift?
Because I rest my case.
All right. Does it annoy you? It annoys you, does it?
Dog. Okay, but when the wee dog went for a wee walk, and then stop for a wee cup of tea, and after have a wee cup of tea, maybe we'll go somewhere else, and that'll be, it just really gets on my wick.
Mm-hmm.
So please, can we have agreement that the word "we" is to be banned?
I think you need a holiday.
A wee holiday?
A wee holiday. Need a wee holiday song. Take a wee trip yourself. Wee holiday to Spain. All right, then, go away. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.